Redditors, who unexpectedly discovered a modern scam that's everywhere now. What made you realize, wait, this whole industry is a ripoff? Furniture. My wife is a huge fan of home design shows, especially one called Dream Home Makeover. That'll be important later. So, anyways, one day she picks out a rug for our dining area. It's called the Janet? Yes, they name rugs and we order it. It's something like $1,500. When the rug arrives, it has a label on the back that says the Samuel. I'm thinking we ordered the wrong thing, so I Google the brand and the Samuel. I find it on Wayfair for 3. The same rug, can it? I take a chance and order it from Wayfair, and when I have both in my possession, I do a side by side. The exact same rug. Basically, these designer brands are buying stuff directly from vendors, changing the name, and charging 5x the price. Fast forward a few months. She finds a dining table on Studio Magi's website, the folks who have the Dream Makeover show. I do a Google reverse search on the picture of the table and find it on her. Of the cost. Now I know these designers are nothing but glorified resellers. I had a job interview with what you'd now call an MLM way before they entered the mainstream consciousness. The interviewer spent the wild time talking all this hustle culture bullshit, talking about how hard you gotta work if you want to succeed, how it's all down to your network and you need to be a go-getter, you better earn that commission, and all that shit. Well, I'm a fiercely introverted person who wasn't very self-motivated at the time, so when I was called into the one-on-one with the interviewer, I couldn't help myself. I told him I was a bad fit, and that didn't sound like it was for me. To my surprise, his tone asterisk instantly asterisk flipped. He started talking about how it wasn't that hard, how you could work less and still make a good living, how generous the commission structure was at lower levels, so on. Exact opposite of his earlier vibe. And that flip, that's what made me realize it was a scam. They didn't care about hard sell or soft touch. They'd do whatever, because all they wanted was for me to buy in. And though I didn't understand the whole scam, I knew that had to be a bad idea. That's the only interview I've ever walked out of partway through. When I saw my first crypto rug pull, that's when I realized that most of the industry is a giant casino, and it's all about who can time when to get out of the coin the best. Very few coins offer any real utility, and no one's using most of them for anything legitimate. Most of it is just to move money across borders without the banks and governments seeing it. NFTs, the whole idea is so stupid, yet some few made a metric ton of money that some poor gullible people. Worked a month as a pharmacy clerk. Health insurance price disparity is insane, especially on things like insulin.